Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today's a really good day, so FSD is going to perform very well. And I'm going to try something different. I'm going to start putting questions as the title that most people might want to know. So, an earlier video I did, is FSD worth it? But I don't think I properly explained it that well, so I'm gonna revisit that question. But in this one, we're gonna do, is FSD safe? And I feel like, it's a very important question, because a lot of you, that are looking to get Teslas are probably you probably like a lot of the safety features that it comes with, being super aware of its surroundings and showing in real time what the car sees around you. It must be very safe compared to a normal gasoline car with pretty basic features. And the base model, Model 3 and Model Y, maybe not the Model Y anymore. Actually, no, the Model Y has self-driving capabilities, like the basic one, the one that everybody hates. The basic one has more features than some of the top-loaded trims on gasoline cars, I feel like. So, if you're looking for safety features, Teslas are pretty much kind of the best. We're just going to talk about collision and stuff. So, what I've noticed compared to some of my gasoline cars, safety features, is that I feel like the Tesla one is a lot more accurate with its collision assessment. I feel like with some gasoline cars, it's a lot of false positives sometimes. Sometimes it would just beep when it's so just randomly, but you could also tweak those in the settings, But for the most part, I felt very safe in my Tesla. I've never felt very worried. It's mainly because the car is just so aware of everything. It shows the lines, and it shows you exactly where it's what is that Hyundai doing? That was crazy. It shows exactly where what it's watching. And say in a gasoline car with its safety features, I say gasoline car because I guess that's the comparison everybody makes, but other EVs, they don't have these kinds of crazy features. So maybe the Prius as well is on terms of a gasoline car. Well, it is a hybrid. Maybe the Nissan Leaf. I don't think Nissan Leaf has FSD or anything. So yeah, it tells you exactly what it's worried about. So say you're about to get into a collision, or it's it's trying to prevent one, it'll show that car as red. And it's actually kind of cool how it knows exactly what car is it that it's worried about. And it shows you, you could see what car it's red. If it happens on this drive, I'll show you. But yeah, with left turns, it's very safe in FSD. It'll show you, it'll wait. It'll wait till it's completely clear. Sometimes it does some risky moves, but I feel like it's a lot better than me sometimes. I feel like I would kind of squeeze through sometimes. So yeah, we get an advanced. Damn, that's loud. I wish Teslas had some sort of artificial noise we could add, when we press the accelerator. like, you know, like fake engine noise or something. Like, it would just be funny. But yeah, the car stays in its lane. I'm not really ever worried about that too much, unless the road is like very, very, like the lines are not painted very well, or it's like under construction or something. But you know, usually you would have some trouble as well. Stopping for yellows and reds, like it does that very well. The more you drive with like for a non-Tesla owner or someone that has never driven with FSD on, it sounds scary, it sounds very risky, but the more you do it, the more you use Tesla FSD, the more you get used to its like quirks, the more you get used to like how, like you kind of start thinking, like you kind of start understanding the decisions it makes. And sometimes you could even predict what it's going to do. And once you're there, once you're at that level where you're able to predict, like, oh, it's going to start turning lane, or it's going to start lane changing now, like you kind of just know how it like responds to the environment, then I feel like you feel more comfortable, and you know exactly when to pay more attention, when you could like kind of relax a bit more. Usually on the highway I'm pretty relaxed, but when it gets more busy, or if there's a lot more traffic or something at like a busy intersection, especially downtown, it's a lot more, you got to pay a lot more attention. I just don't miss like having to wait in traffic, like pressing the accelerator and the brake over and over again, like stop and go traffic. Most modern cars now have the traffic aware cruise control that do the stop and go, but it's nothing like FSD. It's nothing like FSD. Also, let me know your experiences. Like, I know some of you guys have FSD yourself. I've been seeing some comments, and just tell me how your experience is, like with like safety wise. Like, do you feel safe? I don't know if I ever seen an accident in FSD. Obviously that's not true. Like, there has to be accidents with FSD, like, you know, other cars hitting you, or you know, something it just couldn't see or something. Like, I don't know, there has to be an accident. Like, I don't believe this is a zero accident system. But I feel like if like you happen to get into some sort of accident with FSD somehow, maybe that'll like ruin it and completely destroy the trust you have with FSD. But I've used this like every day for a year, and I have had no like issue at all. And I think the biggest selling point of FSD is that it makes you a lot more, like, it makes the chances of getting into an accident less than it would be if a human driver were to drive. Because, like, you know, we have, like, you know, we get tired and stuff. So, like, say if you happen to get into a bunch of accidents, like, over the last 10 or 5 years, maybe looking to get Tesla, and maybe getting a Tesla with FSD might help reduce the chances of your accident. Because I think that's the nicest way of me saying that maybe FSD is a better driver than you. But that's up for you to decide, you know. I personally trust myself over FSD, but I think FSD is a good backup. Like, say you're a lot tired, like, you know, I don't think I'm the best driver all the time, but, you know, sometimes I'm tired, sometimes maybe I'm annoyed, or I have a headache or something. FSD, I'd gladly let FSD drive me home, because in those times, like, the chances of an accident occurring might be a lot higher than you driving normally. But yeah, I feel like a lot of these videos are providing some sort of helpful information to a few of you guys. I'm seeing a lot of comments, I'm seeing a lot of likes. Yeah, we're still a small channel, so I'm still working on figuring out what works and what doesn't. So let me know what you guys want to see, and let me know what you guys like, what I need to improve on. Yeah, I definitely want to do future videos on like different cars and stuff, like like the Rivian or Nissan Leaf or something. Maybe one day, but I just own this Model 3 right now, so I guess I'm just gonna make a lot of videos on this one. So yeah, in my opinion, I think the Tesla is very safe, and I wouldn't really worry much about it. The newer Teslas are obviously much more safer than the older ones. This is a slightly outdated one, running hardware 3, FSD 12.6.4. So newer Teslas are obviously a lot more safe. So if you care about the most safe Tesla and you have the money, go for a new one. But these used ones are not that bad, and I feel like cost-wise, an older Tesla might be safer than some more expensive gas cars. So yeah, like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Check out some of the playlists I have. I make a ton of videos on Tesla FSD, and thanks for watching, guys. See ya.